Good evening, y'all. Welcome back once again to the Healthy Brotherhood Experience. I'm your host, JT Hale in the ATL, my co-host, Lucia Boyd in the 313. And
What
speaking of
up, though?
313, we got three more from the 313.
Oh
So who we
man, you
got here?
guys
I
are
know we
gonna.
got Craig.
All right, so you want me to, all right, so my name is Craig Sims.
I'm DeLorean Cotton, D-Lo.
I'm Logan Patman.
And we are the Motown Jukebox. Whoa.
I love it.
I couldn't remember.
That was some good harmonizing, fellas.
Yeah, I think
It need a little work, but we
I'll
take care of that.
Yeah, but we have a full rehearsal session on the trail run, so that's what we're going with now. We sang songs the whole way, so yeah, it fits.
Wow. So in addition to your harmonizing skills, along with Lou Sire and about what, how many of you guys went to
16?
Yeah.
16 of us?
So for those that don't know, we had 16 brothers from Detroit, including my co-host Lou Sire here, take on a
Shazam.
50K trail run. Lou, take it away and tell us all about that.
Man, these guys right here. I want you guys to tell me, how did this come about? Because I just remember having a FOMO moment like, hey, I gotta be part of this. Who started this competition thing, man? Because y'all was talking about 50 milers for a minute there, I heard.
Well, it was the first time, but me and one of our co-captains, Dwayne, had ran a 50K up in Marquette. So he was trying to get like us to do that one. I was like, no, let's not do that. That's too many miles. And then we kept on hearing about this race up in the country, got the biggest medal, got the best swag. So like, yo, let's all go and do that. Next thing you know, once somebody paid, they said I paid, like, and no more playing around, get on board. Next thing you know, they just started, the train just took off.
I like to say I was not a part of that. I was saying that I don't do trails. Y'all can have that. I was sticking to my guns for a while. I was one of the last to sign up. And yeah, but as you can see, I believe that I think the fellowship and like the closeness of us, it's almost impossible to say no. You know what I'm saying? Like you still gotta have your boundaries with certain things, but it was just like a domino effect. And I guess after this is like a peer pressure. It's like a game, you know.
Yeah.
And it's the peer pressure. The pressure got tough, and then I just broke down, and I was like, all right, okay, I guess I'm gonna do it.
And then at that point, it was like, if you wasn't going, it's like, why ain't you doing enough country? Like, what you mean you're not doing enough? We all going. Everybody's going. Why you not coming?
Wow. Positive peer pressure.
I'm curious because I was tripping because I saw Rome like he doing it. I was like, Rome doing this too? I said, what kind of peer pressure mess going on in this dang on chapter?
Yep, he was one of the last ones too. I think me and him was last two. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I ain't touching.
They tried. We kept on applying.
This sounds like a cult to me.
Well, we have the king peer pressure here.
So after I decided I was doing it, I was like, I can't let them miss out on this opportunity. So after I signed up, I was like, they have to sign up too. We all have to do it together. And they was all willing eventually.
So it all worked out.
But y'all started pulling in all kind of people. I mean, y'all was pulling in people that never ran marathons, and I was like, man, people just jumping on board. What's causing this big old surge? It was a surge when Dwayne was going, and I saw Myricks going, and our youngest cat was going. I said, oh my goodness, they got everybody going.
Like I said, I think it's a testament to our bond and friendship that we have here in Detroit. That like even guys like one guy never did a marathon at all. His first marathon was the 50K. People just skipped the half right to the 50K. So it's like people just so kind of just wanted to be there, and we wanted to be together, and like we didn't want to we didn't want to do it without you. Like, dude, we all coming. You can't not come. If we don't care, we'll figure it out. Like we got 6 months. We had 8 months to train. We got the time. Like, don't be the one to not miss out on this time to get together and kind of just bond. So
well, and the crazy thing is, I'm one of those people because I still haven't done a full marathon, and I did the ultra.
So technically, you have.
I mean, yeah.
Unofficial.
You're right.
Unofficial.
No. It's technically and officially.
Yeah, technically, for those that don't know, a 50K is what,
Hey,
31
Logan.
31 miles?
Yeah.
31 miles. Yeah, 31 some change.
Okay. Woo.
You know what,
It's the
man? It
change
sounds
they
like a
get
lot,
you.
but you take it easy.
It's actually easier, Logan. That 50K, I promise you, it's gonna be easier than when you do your street marathon. You're gonna be like, man, I wish I was doing a 50K. It's a whole lot easier stopping at the aid stations.
So what makes it easier than doing your regular street race?
It's slower.
It's slower.
Well,
and
the
like
street race, go
it's
ahead.
time to take breaks because you walk in the hills. You're not just going up there just hard charging these hills trying to just you take it easy on the hill, you slide a little bit, taking your breaks when you can, and you doing your down, the declines, and the pace is different too.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say it might be more on your body, because you definitely have to use almost every, into your body.
There's so much
you got
time
to
on
build
your
it.
feet,
You got to
too.
it's a lot of time on your feet. However, I will say it's easy. It's easier because again, you do get the opportunity to stop at the different aid stations. If you needed to change your clothes, there was time to do that. You could pack your own snacks. Like you in a marathon, you can't pull out a peanut butter. I mean, you can, but you know what I'm saying? When you go in your bag and pull out a peanut butter sandwich, you need that. You got, and you had time to do more things and to actually like if you needed to, get you a quick massage or something like that, or, you were able to do more and be able to, I guess, recover in the middle of the run while you're doing it versus you on that road, you got to move. It ain't no switch change. Your socks wet. Your socks is wet. Your clothes. You sweat. You just got to go. So,
because for the trail they had a rest stop pretty much every 3 miles.
Yeah.
They had food, snacks, and then at the halfway point, you packed a bag that says, "Hey, at the halfway point, I may need these things: some sandwiches, some more dry clothes, some new shoes." So like you had time to be like, let me stop here and get myself together, get my mental together, and then get back out there and start running again. Right? So marathon, you just water up good and try to get moving again. Nah, but instead we stopped every single time, no matter what.
Stopped at each and every single aid station.
And just stress a little bit, got some water, make sure that was good. Then that took about 2-3 minutes per time. Then we was back on the trail again. So it was different, kind of like it allowed you to time to kind of recover while doing the run. It sounds strange, but it's a real unique thing though for this ultra trail run.
Not only that, you still are time. So I think we got like 9 hours to do it.
Yeah.
So we still had to keep that in mind too. So it's like we got to move, but at the same time, we have time to get what we need, do what we need to do at these aid stations, take advantage of it, and keep it moving.
Again, I say woo.
So tell me what. I want to know what some of the memorable moments you got out that you're gonna always remember.
Falling.
Yeah,
Falling.
almost falling.
I never fell. I tripped.
But he got stung by a beat up.
Yeah.
I did.
He
I
did
got
get
stung
stung by a
in
beat
my
up.
head.
I take a fall and stung by a beat up.
Yeah,
and it hurt it too.
and the crazy thing is I fell twice. Like I'm running, but I just let the fall take me. I didn't try to fight it. When I felt myself going down, I just went down. Craig almost fell one time, was at like a 90-degree angle, ran off the trail, came back, and then got back upright. Did all that and then fell like 2 miles later.
Yeah. Yeah, the falls is the funniest part though. Watch people almost fall and try to like be careful to fall, or just fall with the best parts of it though.
But I really think for me, staying together and like experiencing it together, like we 6 of us crossed in waves. And I think with each wave, everybody was together.
Yeah, it was a group.
And so one group came and it was just a rewarding experience to be like, we just did this. We just went through this together and we finished together. We started together and we finished together. Everybody did. So it was like that was a rewarding experience.
Wow. Awesome bonding experience.
Man, that was epic, man.
Awesome. 7 hours to kind of get to know each other, sometimes to talk.
Not to mention the singing. Now, you know, I got the boys together. You know, I'm the singer of the group. I'm the, you know what I'm saying? I had to make sure that the vocals was right. But Craig and Jordan actually started that because we started with a chant. Because y'all with the service army chant. Yeah. So it went from the army chants and then we just transitioned into a concert. You know, next time they got to pay for it, but this time it was a nice, you know what I'm saying? They got every genre of music. I think we did everything.
All the people on the trail enjoyed it.
Oh man.
No, so much that at the end, Craig and I was throwing something away. And these two people were like, I'm signing up for every race that you all signed up for. I'm running every race with you all.
One guy found me on Facebook because, you know, our posts have just been everywhere. Yeah. And he was like, man, you guys got me through that race with the songs and everything like that. I really appreciate that. Some other guy at the end said, hey man, that Poison song that you guys did. So it was just like, you know, it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah, we jumped the gun a little bit, but we here now. So the whole thing was, so, you know, being in the Marines, we do long like ruck marches. And you in there just like, you know, you gotta do, you know, 12 miles with a pack on your back. So the Marines, you sing these songs that kind of like take your mind off of the distance. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking like, I got 26 miles to go. I'm gonna start singing some songs to get us going, to kind of get everybody kind of like, you know, wake us all up a little bit. So it was still dark. So I did it up in the morning with the Detroit Sun because I knew Jordan was Marines too, so he kind of help me out a little bit. And then we did so we did a couple of cadence for the first 2 miles, and then when it got a little bit harder, next thing you know, we started like, no, I know what happened. Somebody fell over a tree stump. So I started saying, you know, the song "Stump" came in my mind like, you got to stomp it like Kirk Franklin, and then D-Lo sings. He caught on to that. Next thing you know, we were just songs just coming to mind. We started just sing. We sung gospel, rock songs, hip hop, R&B, Motown. We sung some of every rock song, every genre.
But the crazy thing about the singing is, we were singing a lot at the beginning, up through the first half, and then we were still singing. But around mile 20, it got real quiet. And it was maybe like a song or two after that. Yeah. But around mile 20, we turned on the beats. Yeah. We were just trying to survive, so the songs kind of disappeared.
We kind of brought them back, and then we ended with a real nice
song. But I will say that this, you know, it's surprising that like, even though you tired, like we was exhausted, but the singing make you forget about the fact you kind of tired because you too busy laughing at the songs and you know a part. You wait for the part you know to sing in. I know this part right here. You chiming in, so yeah, so it's crazy.
You know, I was trying to get it together. Like Craig, you did a little bit of we got to work on Logan, but everybody had their solo too. Everybody got a chance to lead a song too.
And folks, and the funny thing is, though, I was singing, people who like wasn't with BMI was joining in. Like, can I join? Like, y'all can sing too. Like, people who was like on the trail, they would come in and chime in and sing along. So it's seeing other people who we don't know didn't look like us, kind of like also join in on that experience with us and help them to kind of push themselves. That helped too, because like we was all hurting, but we was hurting together, so that it kind of brought everybody on the trail together because everybody knew these songs.
Wow.
Man, you guys made a new sport, man, called trail singing, man. That's a whole new sport you guys came up with. I was like, dude, you remember when we was at the Airbnb and I kept watching that video over and over again? You was like, no, you want to be part of that video.
So we finished and we sang "End of the Road" at the end. And Lucia watched that video at least like a dozen times. And I'm like, okay, I get it. It's a great video.
Man, I was so proud of y'all, man. Y'all don't know, I had a moment of crying, man. I wasn't around y'all, but I was just so happy that so many guys finished that 50K.
Yeah, if you're talking about a moment of crying, the
What
most
was that?
emotional moment randomly wasn't when I finished, it was when you finished.
Yeah, that was the
When you
tearjerker right
finished,
there.
when I tell you that was the most emotional moment for
Man.
everyone, because we're standing there and the announcer was like, Luther is coming down and he's gonna be the last finisher. And we're like, who the freak is Luther?
You know we corrected him.
Yeah, so Rome goes and corrects him, and the guy's like, Lucier, and I heard that he's in excellent spirits. And then as soon as he said the excellent spirits, we're all like, well, yeah, that's Lucier coming on down.
And then Lucier came down, he's smiling, looking around, like, y'all waiting on me, like. So we all just felt like, man, Lucier is still out here.
I felt so inspired. Like when you came down, I was like, it's really hyped to see. This is no shade to you. It's really hyped to see the fastest runner finish it. But when you see the last runner, I'm like, dang, that took so much dedication, commitment, perseverance. I was literally like, dang, watching Lucier finish this, I could do anything.
Smiling.
Yeah, did a cartwheel.
Yeah, I couldn't have did no cartwheel about that line.
And then
inspiration, Luke.
Jordan's not here, but he told me multiple times he was about to cry when he came up to Lucier and was like, you did it. He was like, Lucier pulled me in close and was like, we did it. And Jordan was like, it took those 2 words. I was about to break down.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. Like seeing Lucier come across there was just like, it made everybody feel so good at the end of that race.
It started raining afterwards, and I was happy it did, so no one could see me crying. I'm like, it's just the rain coming down.
Ain't nothing wrong with them tears, fellas. Those are joyful tears, man.
Hey, man, that rain came down after my interview. It was the interesting thing. I was like, dude, it rained right after my interview, and y'all just picked up the camp. I went to go get a plate of food. I looked back, the camp was already put up, and everybody was ready to go.
Time to go.
Yeah, I mean, y'all been up there a long time, man. What was the total amount of time you guys were out there?
We were 7:12.
Yeah, 7:12 actual time and like 6 hours and 30 minutes of moving time.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So we took a good 3 minutes every single time at a rest stop.
Yeah.
So you figure every 3 miles a rest stop, so it's about 12 rest stops. So we took at least 3 minutes every time to kind of like, sip some water, take a break, make sure your shoes is tight, make sure nothing was on you, make sure you got your mindset together, make sure anybody who we lost had time to catch up. Because a few times I was just like, nah, I'ma just chill in the back. Y'all go ahead. I follow back with it.
So Craig was holding down the back, and this guy Shane, also in BMR, was leading. Craig told Shane to speed up. Shane sped up, and Craig promptly fell behind and did not keep up. I'm like, bro, you can't tell Shane to speed up, and then you're the one that drops off. But he called us at the next aid station.
I fell 2 times. I fell on my left side first, then I fell on my right side. So I was well balanced out. But the falls, I think, because I fell on my left, so I told Shane to speed up. He sped up. And then I failed. I was just, my brain, after you fall, your whole body just be like aching. I'm just like, I'm done. Like, I don't even want to play no more. And then I said, y'all, I didn't say that I failed. I just be quiet, and I'm just pass on, look around. Okay. I just started walking. So I'm taking a break and walk a little bit.
I had my ankles wrapped up, knees wrapped up. I was like, nope, we're not doing it. And if I fall, I'm gonna be good. So
yeah, trying to stay upright was a struggle though, because you had some hills that was like some big inclines, and you on sand, you sliding, and you trying to, and the twigs and the stumps is there, and you trying to avoid them, but you're tired, your feet, you kind of head, next thing you know, you're stumbling and tripping into the woods, and you're on your face like, that hurt.
I mean, honestly, around mile 23, like my body started breaking down. Like if I was a car, it would have been like, your headlights are out, your tail lights out, your muffler just your transmission.
We were saying that too.
Check the engine light. You need an oil change. But not to be too metaphorical, but it started to feel like life at a point in time where I was like, it can be difficult, it can be hard, certain things can seem long, but if you keep pushing, keep persevering, you can definitely get through it. And having like friends, like you need a tribe to go through life with. It's not meant to just be you.
I wouldn't want to do it by myself. I wouldn't want to.
So to me, it really felt like life when I got through the end. I was like, you know what? If you just keep going, you got some people to go through it with you. You can get through almost anything.
It ain't that bad.
It's amazing, man. On the one hand, it sounds like I would love to be out there with you brothers doing that because it just sounds like, the camaraderie is
If
just
you
like,
lived here, you'd have been out there too. We would have had you out there. Trust me. JT, you'd be
I
like,
don't know,
like,
man.
dang. Like I said,
I don't.
we had 3 groups. We had a fast group, a
Joe.
medium group. No, I'm sorry. We had 4 groups. We had a really fast group.
Joe
On
was
one
really
person by
fast.
himself.
Joe was super. Joe
We
was
had a
like
fast
rocket.
person.
Yeah.
We had one guy that said, I'm just gonna get through done as possible. We had his group by himself. Then we had us.
You
Then we
had
had
like Roman Dwayne.
Roman
and
Dwayne, like a
then
medium.
Messiah,
Then we had kind of like, if you see this person, if you get behind this person, you're messing up. Now it's Lucifer. So we had those 3 groups kind of get you kind of like, at any time, if you want to fall back, you would find somebody to be like, okay, well, I'm just going with these guys a little bit, and I'll still be okay. As long as you didn't get behind Lucifer, you was okay.
Wow, man. Did all you brothers train together for this 50K?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
On Saturday,
Yeah.
I didn't follow an actual training plan. My training plan was just kind of like say yes whenever anybody asks you to run. So like D-Lo hit me up and was like, hey, we both work in Troy. Do you want to go to West Bloomfield after work? I was like, yeah. He hit me up the following week. I was like, sure, I'll do it. Then a different guy, Jordan, was like, I need to get a long run in. Does anybody want to do it with me? I'm like, sure, Jordan, let's go get this long run in. Showed up to all the BMR runs. So my training was just saying yes whenever somebody brought up a run.
Yeah, like I will say, we had it because there's some pretty good trails in Michigan. So we would do a trail run bi-weekly on Saturday. So like kind of get used to kind of like being in the woods for a little while. So and then during the winter time, we kind of did like a maintenance, kind of like get you used to it. Then like during springtime, they got a little bit longer. So I think our longest run was like 20 miles up to that point. But if you can run 20, you can run
31.
31. Give or take.
Yeah. And then
Give or
with
take.
people
So
on different training plans, I know like for me, and this goes back to a testament of, again, the peer pressure or the healthy brotherhood.
Yeah.
When we'll say, all right, the meetup is on Saturday, so we got our meetup on Saturday. I might have said I got 16 on my training plan, and then Logan or Craig or Kenzo, we got 16 on our training plan. So it was like nobody was going to run their long distance by themselves and on an actual meetup. But like you said, if we were in the area or something like that, I'm like, I need to get these miles in. I got to get you can call somebody out of the group and somebody is going to be able to run with you or run that mileage with you and stuff like that. So I think that part of the training was also beneficial. Like anytime somebody was like, I got to do 10 miles today, or I know in January, I said, I'm going to do all my Saturday runs are going to be 10 miles.
Yeah, that was the whole thing.
That was where, so I said, I'm doing 10 miles regardless Saturday. So there was no question when Saturday meetup came, like,
we're doing 10, right?
We're doing 10. I guess we're doing 10.
Started doing 10 and then
it got more, as we progressed and everything like that, because
I want to say the first day it was cool. The second time was like again. The third time was like,
like every day, 10 miles.
That's 10 miles. Okay.
And Lucifer knows that the Saturday runs used to be like a 10K. It was like the average Saturday run. And then it was like 10 miles one Saturday. It was 10 miles the next Saturday. It went up. It never went back to being less than 10 miles.
Less than 10 miles. Oh, no.
Yeah. Nope. It went there and just kind of got stuck. But I will say, part of the training was also a bonding experience in the sense that, like, I've been cool with D-Lo and Craig for a while. We kind of know them for years. But there were some new guys like Marv and Ken, who, in my mind, they came in with Dwayne kind of brought them in, who's one of our captains. And in my mind, those were kind of like Dwayne's guys. But it was one day, it was just me and them. Me, Ken, Marv, and Jordan. We're running off Belle Isle. I don't know where y'all are at, but we're running off Belle Isle. And so we're running off Belle Isle, me and the new guys. And I tell them we're gonna do like 8 miles. But really, I'm like, no, we're gonna do 16 miles. They just didn't know it at the time. So I was leading them on the path, and they're like, why are we going so far? We should turn back. And I was like, look, if you turn back, it's almost the same distance as if we just keep going. So let's just keep doing it. And they all stared at me for a hard time. And then they kept running. And in that moment, I was like, y'all not just Dwayne's guys. Y'all are my guys. I'm cool with
They
y'all
didn't
now.
know any better at the time because you have to learn. I know how to tell Logan no. If I say, I already know what type of time he be on. He be talking about, like I said, you got to have your boundaries.
But the crazy thing is Jordan was this close to telling me no on the distance, and I looked at him and was like, we're all so strong. Ain't nobody here weak. I know we can all do it.
And here's the other thing about that. When you have somebody that said that we say we're going to do mileage. Now, there were times where we didn't feel like doing it. Yeah, I know I had to do it. If I said I was doing 16 miles, I'm doing it. But I might have got to the run and like, I hope somebody be like, hey, let's just do 10 miles. And not only me, he'd be thinking the same thing. They'll be thinking the same thing. But because you don't want to let your brother down and you don't want to appear to be weak or whatever, we said we was doing 16. So nobody said nothing until after we completed the 16. Like, I didn't want to do it in the first place. You didn't want to do it. Well, why did we do it? Because I knew in my mind that it needed to get done. It needed to get done, and I didn't want to let my brother down. Yeah.
That's what's up.
You know?
Yeah, there's a few of those days. 18 miles.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right.
Bruh.
Wow.
We got we did an 18. We did 18 miles. On a Saturday. It was so hot, and it's Saturday, and I showed up to do. I'm thinking, my man.
Greg showed up late.
I showed up late. And I said we're gonna do 10. I said, you know what? My plan said I need 13. I get there, like I'm like, y'all doing what? I'm just gonna turn back around. Next thing I know, I'm doing the whole 18.
And this 18 miles was beating Craig's butt.
Yeah, and not to mention, this was probably one of the roughest training blocks this summer because it was unusually humid this summer.
Yeah, it was.
We experienced, like, I've trained in the summer before, and this summer by far, I was fighting for my life. We was fighting for our life.
We were on that run Craig's talking about where it was 18 or 20. We stopped at the gas station to get water. When I tell you that water felt like that water felt like the Lord gave it to me himself.
We was all white and salty and dry. It was a long day that day.
We had our packs. We had our Astro packs.
And the crazy thing is, we didn't have wallets. Only one person had their wallet. We just kind of looked at Ken like, I guess you buying for the group, huh?
He
we
said,
do that.
Problem. Put it on the thing and kept on pushing. We got snacks and Gatorades, and then got back out there, took a break, and then headed on back for that back part of that 9. So, but yeah, like I said, but days like that make you be like, when you know you came for one thing, you agreed to do a little bit extra. They end up doing way above and beyond what you planned. And like it definitely helped us to be ready for the trail run because it was times where like after I failed, I didn't see them for a while. And I was just like, you know what? My whole left side hurt. I'm 18 miles in. I'm tired. I'm gonna just hang out in the back in here and just let them guys kind of just. I'm just calling it a day. But I thought about that, man. I remember that time we were 18, and I was hurting that day, but I didn't feel that bad. I said, I'm all right. Let me go ahead and try to do something.
The crazy thing for me is that I was peer pressuring people to run more, but it was also the longest distance I had run because I had never run more than like 14 miles because I had only done halves. So when I took them to run like that 15, 16 miles and they're like, we're not trained for this. I'm like, you all can do it. I'm inside my mind like, I'm not trained for this neither, but I can't complain too because y'all complain.
Exactly.
So you were pushing yourself while you were pushing them.
Yo.
Exactly. Like I will say one thing about being Marty Trader. We are all constantly pushing each other forward.
Absolutely.
And somehow, some way, we go either push you or drag you, but you will be progressing with the group in some kind of way. Like it may not be it's gonna be a progress in some kind of way. Like and during this time, the training block was 50K. Like nobody was the same person they was to 50K that they was in January.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow. Now, all you guys, were you already trail runners?
No.
Absolutely. No. I despise trail.
No, I had run one trail. Well, no, if you count the black toenail, I had run like 2 trail races. One of them was the Flirt for Dirt. And I tried to give it a little gas. I didn't make it over a tree root, fell down, popped back up, and was like, I'm back in it. Tripped over another tree root, just laid there. I was like, F these trails. I'm done with this.
Yeah, I was a little bit of a trail runner. Me and Dwayne was kind of really big into it, so I had some experiences with it. But like, I had never ran more than a half marathon on the trail though. So like doing this, so like I pretty much skipped the marathon on the trails. Like, you know what? I'm gonna just do an ultra,
Just to go big and go home.
I'll get them both and just call it a day. So
yeah, and I didn't like doing trails. Like I would do them with the group, and to be honest with you, the most that I ran on a trail was probably like a half marathon. So even during the training, because although I ran 18, 20 miles and stuff like that, I did that on the road. I was like, I can't do it. Then as it got closer, I said, I need to get back on these trails. But I was not a trail guy. I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting there. But and like I said, this was a really good experience. And hey, it's up from here.
Now, Lou Sire, you were a trail. You do trails, right?
I love the trails. I went through all of COVID going through trails at Island Lake. I used to live at Island Lake every Saturday during COVID. That was my spot.
And I know you've also done I forget what race you
Marquette.
attempted to do, but it was it a 50 miler or a 100 miler or something like that?
Are you talking about DK, North Country?
Yeah,
Or are you talking about the 100 miler I attempted?
the 100 miler, that's what it was.
I attempted 100. Yeah, I attempted 100 miler, but my knee blew up at mile 34. My knee blew up. I said, nah, my knee was swollen. I had to be to work in a few days. I said, nah, let me stop at mile 34. I did 2 laps. You got to do 6 laps. I'm going back to that one though. I'm getting faster. Today I ran my fastest mile with this group called 313. I ran a 8:48 mile, which is my fastest mile in a long time.
Come on.
So I'm getting down back into the sevens over this time next year. I will be running in the sevens. So I'm excited about that. I think I found the code to get back in the game. I had to
Yeah.
take
I
care of my
have no
knees.
plan. Yeah, I have no plan or goal to run a 100 miler, but I'll be happy to cheer you on. I'll even make a sign. Yeah, no, I'm gonna make a sign. I'll be at some of the rest stops waiting on you, but I have no desire to run a 100 miler.
yeah, like after doing this run, I feel like you know, do 50 mile now. I'm like, I don't do a 50 mile at all. Like it sounds like
No,
a 50 miler.
I may do a 50 miler, but that would be it. I said may. Because I don't know, because I said I'd never do a 50K. But I will say this, I ain't never doing a 100 miler. And I mean that. But a 51 mile, I mean a 50 mile,
wait. And the crazy thing is, if this was a TV show, it would flash forward to Lucia like, DeLorean, you just finished a 100 miler. How do you feel?
Bro, trust me. We got to draw the line somewhere.
So what about your next 50K?
Yeah, you and Doug Williams.
I will do another 50K for sure.
Okay.
I'm in the bag on that.
I'm good because like I've done a roll 50K at the Marine Corps 50K. So I got a roll 50K and I got the truck 50K. So I'm 2 for 2.
You good.
I don't need no 50K.
Yeah, I'm on the same wave as Craig, as this was on my bucket list.
Yeah.
And I did it in the best way possible with a great group of guys, and I just don't want to spoil that experience by having one that isn't as
You won't,
good.
but we can do that. We can all do it again.
No.
Every game. And but I think the only reason why I said I would do it is because and Craig just did it too. We did a 50K and turned around the next week and did an actual marathon. Yeah. So I only look at people like Lucier and the people that we run with that do these ultras and do those type of things. Like we had one guy that was with us. He was from, he a part of some of the run clubs that we run with, but he did the 50 miler Saturday and turned around and did the 50K, Mike, and turned around and did the 50K on Sunday. So like we do those people, they do that type of stuff. Those other, we don't do that. And so how we just did what we did, it just realized, it made me realize you are stronger than you think. Yeah. And for me not to be sitting there like we were back running, I've been running all week. I was back, that Thursday, and I'm like, the more that you run, right, and the more, and I guess the more that you do it, the stronger you become. I think this is the first year that I have been a full year completely injury free. And the only thing that I changed was I ran more. I didn't take breaks in between.
No breaks.
marathons or half marathons and be like,
you also focused more on recovery.
I did. Now I did.
Past,
Absolutely. Now that I did.
Very important. Yeah, I will say that about running this ultra. Like the recovery afterwards is very important. Like I did a cold plunge afterward. This was on the work. So after you get down to 50K, we wanted to make sure that we did some recovery. Like we had some free yoga sessions up here that we did. They had free yoga in Detroit. So we was all in yoga, stretching. It was all me and Dilo went to the spa and got some cold plunge stuff going on, got in the sauna. So we made sure we tell them, hey, once we get back to the house, don't just sit down. Make sure you run at least something on Monday, and then do some kind of like recovery work during the week. Make sure you don't have any injuries. So, and the good thing is everybody pretty much was back that Saturday running at the group run. So everybody felt okay to run again that next week.
I mean, because
that's amazing.
Well, not Craig, but Devo and I, a lot of us, we're doing a half marathon next weekend in Philadelphia. So
I'll see y'all in Philly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
It'll be a good time.
Coming deep again.
That's what I hear, man. Y'all bringing the tribe.
I didn't want to show the medal to the camera though.
Yeah, we want to see those medals, man. I hear they pretty. That's pretty. Woo.
Yeah, that mug is the third biggest medal in the that you can get for a trail.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's a real big medal. Like I said, they gave you a medal, a T-shirt, a hoodie, a laundry bag, a hat. You got a headband. The swag was really good on this rate. What we paid for it was worth it. You got to be paid for it. Like the swag salon was great. The aid stations had,
see the hat.
The strongest pickle juice I've ever had.
That pickle juice.
That's what they need to have at marathon. Pickle juice shots that you get off Amazon. Nah, that ain't it. They had the authentic pickle juice shots. And I said, where's the pickle? Which one did y'all use?
I took a shot of that pickle juice and I was like, I need some tequila to like cut down on the harshness.
Yeah, that pickle
juice was so
I just
strong.
knew I was gonna cramp up. This is the first time that I ran that type of distance and did not cramp up at
7
all.
hours, nobody caught a cramp.
Like bro, it's that strong pickle juice. If you had any type of cramp, that pickle juice is like, get out of here.
Yeah, I think the pickle it was the juice.
It was.
Yeah. Some people don't know that pickle juice, because of the sodium in it, it helps with the cramp.
Well, I found out for sure.
No, if I'm being honest, Lou Sire's the one that put me on the pickle juice because he used to talk about it a lot.
But I never believed him until now.
Lou put me on so much stuff. He put me on the base salt, the magnesium tablet. Like Lou has helped me out on my journey for years. I've been knowing Lou for a minute, and he saw me when I struggled through the very first marathon that I ever did. And when I tell you, listen to Uncle Lou. Uncle Lou is full of wisdom.
Yes, he is.
So it's so many quotes that he'll give you, and it's not only helping you with running, but it help you in life. And like I said, he gives you the cheat codes. That's Uncle Lou, you wise, man. And I tell anybody, you're gonna take some advice from somebody, take it from him.
Yeah, I will say, have Uncle Sire around, period. Like every time along, like, you know what? Y'all got this yet? You need to buy some of this. Like every time, every long run we had, he was giving you a little nugget of like, 50K coming, you need this. Go get one of these.
Have me spending my money.
Go get one of these.
I've been spending my money.
He kept on telling you, like, it's better to have it, not need it. Need it, not have it. But he will always be like, hey, try this out. Get some of these.
The gauze. I ain't getting nothing in my shoe because I had them with the gauze.
The shoe guard.
Yeah,
that's shoe gators. Yeah, like I said, like so having folks like Messiah around, or our Cap Rome, kind of like give you those nuggets because they've been around, they've done it before. And Messiah done these long ultra marathons. He know what to expect. He knows the walls will come up this particular mile. He knows, hey, take your breaks. Walk the hills. Don't chart. Walk like those things come. You think because you're young, I can just go. No, the trail will humble you. Take your breaks when they come, and then take the declines when they come too. But they all this stuff come together. But like having them around to give us these nuggets like all the time for just like out of nowhere definitely kind of saved us on that race. Because it all was important at a different point.
And I remember earlier this year, it was raining during one of our training sessions, one of our meetups, whatever. Like we trained in all conditions. Uncle Lou said, "Listen, if it ain't raining, what was it you said, Uncle Luke, when we came back because it was raining? He said,
You
If
if
it
it
ain't
ain't raining, you
if it
ain't
ain't
training.
raining, you ain't training.
And because that can happen in the, what you gonna do if it happened? If that rain came while we was there, we wasn't gonna stop.
Yeah.
We gonna keep
going.
going.
Keep going.
The one thing I do want to add about North Country, two things. One, I realized it was a really long race when the terrain changed multiple times. Like it was a point in time where I felt like it was just like dirt hills. Then it was another time we were running amongst these really big kind of like fern type plants. And then it was a different time I looked up, we were in a forest full of like really tall trees.
Yeah, that was definitely, I looked at that, I was like, I would have normally took my phone out so that I could get captured, but that was a moment, it was like,
you just
this
in the
bask
moment.
in this moment, because what was it that you said? You like, when they say pure Michigan, this is the scenery that they talking about. We like, we found it because we like, where is this at?
Because the scenery,
man,
the vegetation and stuff changed so much.
It did.
And some of it looks so beautiful. I'm there like, this is the pure Michigan sign that they always post up.
Yeah.
That, and then we all finished strong. Even if at the end we felt like we were kind of breaking down, we got to the point where it was like a mile left, and this lady came up and she was like, I'm happy you all stuck together. Are you all gonna like race to the end? And we're all beside our head, like, dang, lady, that was my secret plan. Why you say it out loud like that?
It's kind of funny.
So if you saw us shoot out of the forest for the finish, you would not have guessed we just ran 31 miles.
Absolutely not. Everybody was moving.
We shot out of there like we was finishing a 5K. Like
Wow.
it was for a brief moment. I was like, I forgot my knees hurt and my arms hurt and my hips hurt and my calf was sore. We shot out the forest.
Yeah, because once on the finish line, we had our buddy Shane. Shout out to Shane. Big shout out to Shane for leading us. Like Shane led the route the entire time. Like Shane has run a 50 mile before, and he
80 miles.
80 miles before.
Shane let us like Moses lead his people to freedom.
Wow.
That's how Shane led us
to the promised land.
So big shout out to him. I hope you see this video, Shane. But thank you for getting us there. But he led us the entire way. But towards the end, we are like, okay, well, we can hear the music playing, so we know about to be over with. So I'm looking like, okay, I'm probably the oldest guy here in this group that I'm with. I gotta move to the front so I can get a better chance of beating these guys, so I can say I beat y'all and I'm older than y'all. And like, so we all, so I'm keeping a little bit, and Shane must have knew what I was thinking, because Shane started speeding up, and then I go, oh shoot, the Logan speed up. And then I don't think Dino figured out what's going on yet. But by the time he figured it out, I was already.
Because I was in the back. I was at the end of the line.
And another guy, Jordan, was behind me. And by the time we came around this little curve, and I saw the flag, I said, let me hurry up. Before I could think about trying to catch up, these two already took off. I'm like, there goes my plan.
So I was right behind Shane. And it's like, I took one step forward to move fast. And it was like I stepped on a twig. Shane heard it and was like, pew! And I'm there like, damn it.
So I'm behind. So I'm trying to catch Logan behind him. And Dino was just like, nope, I ain't even try. I'm run fast, but I ain't trying to catch nobody. And he was already too far behind. But me, Logan, and Shane had our mind.
Then it was
we gonna try to beat y'all.
Jordan was in front of me, but for whatever reason, he just wasn't speeding up. And I just ran past him. So it was like after Ken, it was me, and then Jordan came in.
Jordan was coming to the finish line like, I got nothing in the tank. I'm cruising off of momentum right now.
Yeah, like I said, big shout out to her. Like I said, on the team we had big shout out to Ron, Dwayne, Ken, Tim, Mar, Joe, Logan, Shane, Jordan. Who else I got? Angie from BMR. Big shout out to her for being out there with us too.
BGR, yeah.
I'm sorry, BGR. We had Aubrey, and Kelly out there with us. Who else did I miss anybody else?
Doug was out there.
Doug Williams out there on the trail. Mike out there.
Julie.
Big shout out to Julie too.
Mike was walking the whole time, but kept ending up right behind us.
And Castleberry was out there.
Brian Castleberry.
Brian Castleberry. I think, but yeah, like I said, if I missed anybody, charge my head, not my heart.
I wasn't gonna try to name
thank you,
people.
all the BMR guys who came up the woods. Like we all did it together. We couldn't all. I wouldn't have wanted to do it any other way besides with my brothers right here. So thank you for all y'all came out there, who signed up, who trained, who endured everything to get out there. Like we all did it together. Like I'm proud of everybody from the whole chapter. Like no matter what the time was, we finished the race. Everybody finished the race. Nobody gave up. Nobody quit on themselves, and nobody finished alone. Nobody came in to the race by themselves. Everybody came in with somebody.
Well, Joe.
Well, Joe, he was so far in the front, Joe, that you was a.
My boy had to wait. He had to wait some hours, man.
Yeah, wasn't no Captain Joe, but besides Joe, nobody else finished
by the time I finished, Joe was sitting there, knocked me with a food or plate, eating it. But
Man.
no. Besides
tell
that,
me what took y'all so long.
yeah. Besides that, no one finished alone, and not to be controversial, but there's no one who could tell me that there's a better BMR chapter than Detroit. And if anybody wants to challenge that, you got to have more people run the 50K.
Yeah.
Until then, you can't say nothing to me unless most of your chapters run a 50K.
Put it there.
Yeah,
Put it out there.
I heard that.
I hear a challenge. Okay.
Challenge. Oh yeah, and also too, we had like 5 finishers too. I finished top 5 my age group. So did D-Lo. So did Joe. So did Lucia finished top 5. Dwayne, Rome. So many guys actually placed too. So it's like we didn't go out there and just complete it. We competed. We definitely came out there to make sure that we kind of let people know that hey, BMR do trails too. We be in the woods. We be out here doing our thing, and we'll come out there and give you up for your money. So we definitely let the trail universe know that BMR do trails too, and it's about to be about to be a change coming around this place.
Y'all heard that challenge, too, right?
That's right. All you guys out there running your mountains and your trails, I see y'all, but until you get 16 ultra guys out there. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it out there. Jeff Armstrong, Raheem the Dream.
I ain't saying he did. I said no challenge Denver.
Y'all know Raheem gonna be eating on that.
I'm just gonna say that. I'm saying now. I see out of love, 'cause I love you guys. I see y'all.
Bro, everybody else, Charlotte. Now I come for Charlotte, but all y'all. Yeah. But we'll see about Denver.
I heard it. Y'all heard that. Challenge.
We the kings of the north. What I say? The kings of the north. What can I say?
I mean,
kings
bro, I'm starting to feel like we the kings of the country. I don't want to limit it to the north.
Y'all should feel like that because y'all did something really awesome together. I love it. I love everything about it.
And Brotherhood is so strong, man. I mean, like just to see it, like people was like, we heard y'all singing like a mile away. Like we'll come to the aid station and then be like, we heard y'all a mile away. I was singing along with y'all. Like
I was so close to singing, but then I heard a song and I kept going.
Like man, like it was so inspiring on so many levels that just seeing like. It was on so many levels. It came like it was moments of like you was hurting, you was sad, you wanted to stop, but you kept going. Like everybody just persevered so much through that thing. You went through all your emotions through the whole ride. It was a great ride. Though. I wouldn't have traded in for the world. I'm so glad I was there.
Wow, I saw the pictures and video, man, and I was just in awe. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just like thinking to myself, man, I think I would love to be out there with them. But
you definitely could.
No.
we would have found you a running buddy. We would have got you sitting in that race.
Yeah.
I tend to stay in my lane, bro. But it's good to step out of your lane.
It ain't gonna pull you out of your lane.
Yeah. It's good.
I'm with you. I'm like usually I got this. I got my boundaries, but they don't respect boundaries here in Detroit, so. It is.
We don't expect them here in ATL. I've done 2 trail runs. The first one wasn't too bad. The second one, they literally tried to kill me.
Oh man.
Yeah, I get it.
I will say we made sure everybody kind of got a good feel for the trails. Like we got some pretty good trails here too. So we got some easier ones too. So we did the easier ones in the beginning. Then we got to the spring, we got to some of the harder ones. So you don't want to go right into it just doing the hardest trails first. So we got some pretty good trails up here that we able to get folks exposed to trail running. Because trail running and road is different. Like the pacing is different. You run it slower, but you're working harder because your legs got to go higher. You got to pump
Yeah.
your arms. You got the heel. You got more.
And
you got
also,
heels more often too.
Bro,
So
also just the distance. Like I had never been on my feet for that amount of time before. So just getting used to that too.
Man.
It was a good experience overall. I would highly recommend it to people who can do it in a group.
Thank you. Like I said, any y'all out there, definitely if you want to do a big trail run, definitely do it in the group. It's better that way. Like especially if it's a really challenging trail. Like I said, we out there. So we represent the BMR. And BMR turf as well. We all had on our matching shirts and turf gear for the whole way. So we all, it's okay. We all got all the colors though. BMR, the BMR turf.
You and Lucia got on the same shirt.
That's right, man. Okay,
yeah. So like, but I definitely will say, so we like we all want to be as a team. We look like a team. Like you saw us, like they like people look like, well, y'all all together. Like yes, we are. We all got the same shirts on. We all got everything. We all look like one big unit.
Astro pack.
Yeah, we all came out there like we all came out there ready to get some work done. Like I said, we all had a great time out there. We laughed, we cried, we failed.
We took care of each other.
Exactly the whole way.
And then also it feels good to set like a long-term goal that you work towards and then you achieve it. Wow. That also feels like really good to do that. Like when we was crossing the finish line, I'm like, dang, this seems so far when we were signing up, but like the 7-8 months,
now it
flew by.
And I can honestly say, I would have regretted not doing it. If I didn't do this trail run, especially with them, I'd have been a little salty.
Yep.
I'd have been upset.
Hearing about it, seeing the video, like, oh, did what? Like, oh man, like, and then what happened? Like, yeah.
But then what was truly surprising and inspiring, and why I realized I had to do it, is you have people like Joe, Marv, Ken, Tim, who just started running like a year ago. And when you're like, you want to do this ultra? They were like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, dang, okay.
Like, what?
And that's and that's the reason I know you can do it, because we had guys that just started running a year ago that was out there doing it. So
everything's in the training, man. The training. Plus, you guys had the support of each other. So I think that's the only way I could do it is in a group.
Perfect example of a healthy brotherhood.
Absolutely. Shout out to Detroit 313. Shout out to
Ultra Runners 16.
Shout out to the Ultra Runners, you brothers, and the rest of you brothers. Amazing, man. I tip my hat to you. That's something just wow. I'm still blown away by it. Lucia, you too, brother, because you was right there with them.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate you all. All the questions that I wrote down to ask you guys answered all of them. All of them.
Absolutely.
I told JT this thing is gonna just roll tonight. I won't have to say too much anything for these cats.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys coming on and sharing the experience with the rest of the Brotherhood, as well as challenging the rest of the Brotherhood and the other chapters to do the same. And until that happens, y'all the big dogs, man.
Yeah.
The best form of flattery is copying. So just copy it. We ain't gonna
mind. That right there.
That's some nice healthy ice right there.
That right there. That's like, it looks heavy as hell too, man.
Yeah, it got some weight to it.
Got some weight for sure.
Definitely knock some out with this thing. It's kind of heavy.
Wow, man. We appreciate you, brothers.
We do appreciate it, though, JT. Thank you much for having us.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having us.
Hey, man, I couldn't wait to get you guys on. When Lucia and I talked about it, I was like, yes, got to have them on, and in a timely manner, too. So we appreciate you, brothers, man. Love all you guys, man. You represented very well. And for those watching, you know what we always say, you have